Welcome to OZTV. Here we talk about everything that you need to know. We talk about family, we talk about relationships, we talk about children, homes. We talk about virtually everything. So I want you to subscribe, like, comment, click on the notification bell for more videos coming up, and watch out for a new show coming up called Spit It All. Thank you.
And she now gave a narrative story, and to an extent, I buy into the story. She said, if you're an housewife and your husband comes, he tells you do this, you do that, you do this, you do. He said it's because you don't have a choice. That's why you're submitting. He said, but if you're a successful businesswoman and you buy a first-class ticket, you're going to the States, and your husband tells you, my dear, you can't go anymore. And she said, yes, I can. He said, that is big submissive. Because she has her own money, she has her resources. But she's listening to the man. She yields to what the man wants. But because when you're in poverty, you have no choice. So he said, people are missing poverty for submission. He said, when you're a woman, you stand on your feet, you command money, and your husband tells you to do this, and you do it, and you know you can afford to do that thing, but you listen to him.
That's
because he asks you to, and you submit. That is where it is called submission, not the other way around. Because you are poor, you have no choice. If you go against it, you will suffer for it. So he said that's another way.
You know, a friend of mine wanted to travel, and the husband said that you're just telling me now, you're not stepping up your foot out. She said she just quickly picked up. She's going with a group of people. She picked up her phone and said, her husband's voice are fine, I'm sorry, I won't be able to go. And someone among the friends were like, ow, are you kidding me? My husband told me to sit back. No, heaven will fall. He told her, no, heaven will not fall on my own. I'm ready to keep my own. Like you say, submission does not come at the time where you can suppress the woman. It comes at the time where you know that she is not actually
doing it willingly.
Or willingly. Actually, it is hard. That's why I say you can't force it. It comes naturally. When you love for it, there are women that will not trade their families or husband for anything.
And not because they don't have. You know that it's important, submission important.
So in marriage now, sex play a vital role. Okay, so I'm going to delve into something very personal. Okay, we know that there are different forms of having sex, different oral sex, vaginal sex, different sex styles. Okay, so in a situation whereby either the man or the woman is someone that loves to explore different styles, it's adventurous basically. Okay, and the other person is not. So how does that play out? Because this is very, very important, because these are one of the reasons why either the man go out and search for things like this. You know, they'll be like, she's too reserved, she doesn't want to do this. I understand that there are some limits, but how do you manage such situation?
Okay, let me come into this. A friend of mine just got married recently came to me and said, I want to say something to you. I don't know, I've never had anal sex before. Okay? And my husband wants a hot anal sex.
Wow.
Big.
Hot one.
Wow.
He's not small, he's huge. How do I take it? And for once I was confused. At that point, I just told her to, I think you should just let him, see the medical aspect of it. Because when he is done drilling that hole, is he willing to pack the pool for you?
Exactly.
That's amazing. The highest he's going to do for you is to buy you diapers, and you're going to put on diapers. So the earlier you start refusing it, the better for you. Because when you key into it and then the hole is all drilled and it's all becomes big. I mean,
because it's really crazy.
It also goes down to knowing your partner before marriage. Understanding your partner, knowing what your partner wants.
sometimes cravings just fantasies.
Fantasy.
I know it
Fantasies
happens.
happens.
There are certain people that have those cravings of BDSM, but they don't try it out before marriage. Then when they come into marriage, they try to force it on the wives because you're not married to them. Then the wife start feeling guilty and doesn't want you to go out. There have been cases like that, ladies that now give into anal sex, and at the end of the day, the man actually left her.
That's the case.
So you don't start it off at all. Like you said, let him know the medical implications of it. There are other ways he could actually, there are other ways he could fulfill his fantasies rather than going that line, going through that line or that way. So you try to explore and find out other ways to actually fulfill his fantasies. So knowing your partner, knowing what your partner wants helps. Now also, it helps also spice up the marriage. Because it gets to a point, watching the particular station and you don't afraid. You come back home from work, you turn on the station, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So you have to spice it up. If you're the conventional type, you always want to have it in the bedroom with the lights out. You don't know what she wants. She may want you to come sneak up behind her in the kitchen and put her legs up and just have one quickie. She might want you to just come to the bedroom. Oh, let's have it in the bedroom. Okay, when in the parlor watching something and something that comes up, wow, you just go kiss her from there, you just have something on the couch. All those things spice the marriage up, it spices the sex up, it makes you want to have sex more with her. And you have to be able to control the way you always have sex with your spouse. If you're the type that wants to have sex every time, you get tired, you get bored, and you start looking elsewhere. So try to control yourself. Control the way you want sex, how you have it, when you want it, when you have it. Also know what she wants. It's not about you just going in there and just coming,
sleep off.
You have to carry the partner. You have to know the right spots, know her G spots, know what tongues are on, know the position she wants to come in. She wants to be in this position to come. This is the position that makes her come. This is what makes her come faster. Does she want to have it longer? How do you want it? You all have to improvise. Sex keeps marriage.
It does.
A lot. As good as money keeps marriage, sex also does. So you have to be able to, you have to open your heart to exploring all the different types. If she's the type that wants BDSM, you can start, you have mild forms, you also have to whip and all that. Or you can handcuff, let's have fulfill her fantasies to some limits. Let him fulfill his fantasies as well to some limits. You set boundaries, and you explore, you make sure you please each other, carry each other along. That's how it is.
For me, like what you said, be unpredictable at all times.
Yeah.
Let him not predict what you're up to. Like he said, in this part of our world, we're in Nigeria, speaking of Nigeria, so many men love sex.
Sure.
They like to explore positions. Pardon me to say, some of them will love to explore it outside and inside. There are women that want to explore all these styles on their husband.
You see, that is where knowing each other. That's what I'm saying. If you're the type of man that you want
If
to
you
explore
relate
other,
to her.
relate to her. Let her know what you want.
Let me come to what I want to say. Let me come to what I want to say. You will want to explore a woman, being that the woman knows her onion very well. You see a man telling you that you have become a shaman, who taught you all these things. You become suspicious. He becomes suspicious of you. When I'm not around, what do? There are people that think differently. Can I tell you the truth? You can't remove a man completely. We, all of us as human beings, are illusions in nature. The person you know this minute can come back tomorrow because of what he have heard or seen outside. Just come out and just change. Because he wants to put the woman under check and control. So the woman exploring those styles, when you're exploring those styles, you have known him. Try to communicate. That communication that we talked about is very important. He's sitting in the sitting room. You come through the back, give me a peck on the forehead, on the mouth, or just play with him. Maybe the kids and you're starting off something. Also, let me bring this in. You don't just come back and then all of a sudden, it's not automatic. No woman is a robot.
Sure.
You understand?
Sure.
So you don't just come back and you just want to start off something. You program the person from morning. Get yourself ready somehow. For example,
When you finish, I need to say something on this.
That's
no, listen to me.
I believe it's not. I
you left the house in the morning. So many men feel that reconciliation is when they make love to you, sweeping that thing that happened under the carpet. The woman will not forget it. Make that love finish and come out. You people will talk about that thing. There are several women that want to discuss that particular thing that caused problem. Because if it's not sorted out, it might repeat itself again. So making love to her did not solve the problem. Do you understand me? So program her from morning. Maybe there was a quarrel. From morning, you send her messages. Or the lady, there was a quarrel between you and your husband, you know you are at fault. Program the man from morning. Sweetheart, you're in the office, how are you doing? Just checking up on you. I love you so much, I'm sorry for what happened and all that. You're trying to talk things over. You're trying to make things more. So by the time the man comes back in the evening, you too, you're psychologically ready. He is psychologically ready. Yes, I understand there are words that can happen spontaneously. There are words that can happen spontaneously. When two of you are on the same page, there is no kind of clash anywhere. That one can happen spontaneously. Just looking at it alone, two of you will just begin doing something.
There's some crazy people.
Yeah.
Quarrel or no quarrel.
Yeah.
They just go into it like animals.
Yeah.
Do you know there are people like that?
Yeah.
It's what I'm trying. It's what I'm trying to say.
It
Understanding.
Yeah, we're all talking about.
There are your cases where I'm saying my husband rapes me all the time. So when you're married to rapes you, how?
Like the word you use now, that word you use now, you just say there are people that are animals, they are crazy. It's right. When the woman is not psychologically, emotionally ready for that thing, you just open her leg, go in, do it. That is not love making, it's called banking. No, it's not love making, it's called banking.
But there are some men, there are some women that actually love that
Banging,
There are some women, there's some women that love it. They love it.
Most of them, like what she was saying, when you're talking about she talked about the anal sex and things like that.
Yeah.
I was like, if you don't want to go through that side, there's so many things you could do, so many positions that you could take. I'm saying it, I'm not encouraging it for adults. Do you know for shy women, there are things you could take to spice you up? That your hormones will be like ginger towards that. At that moment, it's not a drug. It's not as if it's an abuse of drug. It's something they use like sex enhancement. You take them. When you take them, at that moment, all you want to do is you want to get down. Even the shy one will be so wild, even the man will be so impressed. So it doesn't have to be, they're doing the anal sex. You could do it in so many places. If you feel the guy is not spicing up, you're not spicing up. As a couple, you could go to the beach. At times the beach is empty, you could have it in the beach. You know, I wouldn't even want to say the wildest place I've had mine. I wouldn't even want to say.
You know what
But there was a time. There was a time somebody told me we were in a group, and this particular guy just said, okay, everybody should just say, what is the wildest thing you've done? And the guy said, we make love on the plane. You know, almost 30 girls was messaging this guy behind.
Oh wow.
You actually had
Sorry.
On a
Sorry,
plane.
can I tell you something?
But that's
Sorry,
of Anna.
sorry.
That's of Anna.
No, it's really repulsive.
But then there's another couple I know that's all they do.
It's
love it.
So
Let she loves it as well.
But it's a bit dangerous.
Yeah.
Just as she
Health-wise,
said,
it's not.
even if you don't curb the guy and he starts doing it, health-wise it's not even advisable. That's why I say there's so many things you could do. I wouldn't even want to say what the guy can take. It's just a drop on his mouth. He forgets about the analysis. There's so many things he could do. As an ecstasy, it takes him to another
I
cloud.
want to talk about what she said. Programming. We're humans, we're actually wired differently. Programming tends to take my mind somewhere, meaning you want to set a timetable for sex.
Exactly.
There is no timetable for sex. There are different kinds of sex. There's difference between sex, there's difference between love making and banging.
Hot sex.
You can make love to
Wild
you
sex.
make love to your wife emotionally. You're attached to her, you have emotions. You bang a prostitute or you call girl. You can bang a colleague at work because it's just a cookie. You can have sex with someone that you've been eyeing and you just have a little spark for
emotional
relationship.
attachment.
Okay, we're connected. Now, there are different kinds of sex. Do you know that some people prefer makeup sex to? Do you know that people, the sex I had on my wedding eve is different from the sex I had yesterday.
Yeah. Hotter.
You get me? So there's makeup sex, there's breakup sex, there's sex for no reason, there's sex for being happy, there's sex for a promotion, there's sex for just, hey, it's a good news, there's sex for, oh, my sister's getting bed. Wow, that's the ginger, that's, you spice up sex. You can, you know, sex must be programmed. Do you know, I can have a quarrel with you, my wife, today, and I go to work and I come back from work. I didn't send a message, and I come back from work. You open the door, you just walk out, you know, because she's still in that mood. She wants to let you know that you were not in good times for her left. But the way I'll talk to you, come on, not even the hug for coming back, I'm not even, you know,
You
pull it
programmed
back. No, wait, hold on now. I pull that close, and from there, you start throwing bags and clothes.
But
But that was at the spur of the moment. Not sending the message all the way from the morning to program you want to in the mood. Now that's you see the sex thing. They're different. You see, I don't know why people
It's
see.
too big.
You
It
mustn't be banana in a hole for you to be sex. Do you know that?
Yeah.
Oral sex.
Oral sex.
You can give your wife could be someone that okay, she loves sex, she loves coming. Okay, give her a head.
My knowledge
She might love that head.
thing.
You might be today, okay, let's just give her sex here. 69, I'm giving you, will come. You can be just hand job. There are days that I just want a hand job. And you just go, hand job. That is why, that will create that trust in her as well that, oh, he might not be able to go outside because I give him all he wants. This way, that way, hand job. Today, hand job. Okay, tomorrow, then, you know what? Close your eyes. Close your eyes. I go to the fridge and bring that ice cream and I leave it all over her. And I lick her from the toes down and she shivers. Or I bring honey. I do that. I bring chocolate and as I'm in her, I give her chocolate and she's like,
That's 10 out of 100.
there are different ways you can spice it up. Hand job, blow job, head. You know?
Kristen, my own, what I'm talking about is
Okay.
a typical woman.
Yeah.
A woman when she's angry wouldn't just want you to just come and, especially that if there's a particular thing that is very, very important that she needs to
And
address.
then you now have to understand your wife.
That's it.
No, she knows
Just like what you
what's
just
on
said,
ground.
you didn't know that you programmed her into what you just said.
Okay.
Programming could just be looking at her, just the way you looked at her, just smile. She looked at you and smiled back. Miss Billy Joe, you've done something. You've done something to get that attention.
Mommy, I still have a cross. What I'm saying is that, you see, you write to this man, and all this time you've been having quiet sex. It might be that bam, 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 and she finally enjoys it. Do you know some people don't even know the kind of sex they like, they enjoy?
Yeah.
You might have it violent and rough with her, and she might end up liking it for the rest of her life.
And there are people you
That
can do
like
that bang, 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 bang,
When
and
you
you
saw
will
them.
struggle with you.
That's what I'm saying.
They will be like,
So you
push
can
you
still
away,
say-
I don't want to do it.
That's what I'm saying. As in, if you say he's raping the wife, maybe she's even enjoying it.
You know that some ladies,
And even you tell the younger sister, even when she's leaving,
yeah, you know that some ladies
this is
that
what your
love a
brother did. You raped me last
storyline.
night. Nobody even sees it.
There are some ladies that love a storyline. There should be a storyline, a lead up to sex. What do I mean? We'll come, we'll talk, I push you push me, you hit me. Come on, you struggle. They love that, they want that. Struggle. So, why my clothes on? Take it off now. You take it off. Put my clothes up. You know, they want that. There's some ladies
But
that.
they can't say
There's
it.
some ladies that my husband is going to work. What's the person giving me a quickie? As I told him, that's coming downstairs. Just downstairs, but before I shut the door, just come.
Sex.
And it goes.
And
You
you
know,
know,
she
you
will
might
keep
enjoy
dreaming
it.
about you, thinking about you, till you come
That
back to
particular
work.
time.
Yeah.
So it's not all of them that I said, because if the
A
man's
lot of
younger
us do
sister is
conventional sex these days.
That's
Missionary
what
style.
I'm saying.
Your
The
brother
brother
is
is
still
last
saying what
night.
I'm saying. You completely misunderstood me at some point. My point is, in the face of quarrel, there could be bang, 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 like we said, in the face of quarrel. And in the face of quarrel, understand that if she needs something to be addressed, address it. It could be after the bang, 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 you just look at her and say, I'm sorry. And the case will close.
Sure.
Do you understand me? All of us are saying the same thing. But the point is, so far it has to do with marriage, no relationship, no boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah.
Both of you are in something together. anything you don't address will surface.
Yes.
If you don't address it, it will always come up again. And when it comes up again, you now begin to refer, you've done this thing before, and now you're doing it again. And at that time, there is a point it will get to, you can't be able to address it again. It becomes a normal thing, like, didn't I do it? Because men tend to see women this way. When they do a particular thing, you forgive the first time, second time, third time. They will always